We're here on Saturday morning because we like to read tarot, That's what we do here, is read tarot and things. So we're here, and Saturday morning's usually pretty slow. So we get some nice relaxed readings, dive deeper into the tarot than we normally do, and see who joins. Just sort of waiting at this point. I need an intro to where we just sort of like stream starts in X number of minutes or something. I think that would be good. But, I don't have it yet. Hello, what's going on? Who else is here? Julie, hey, how are you doing this morning? How is everybody? It is a fine Saturday morning. We're hanging out here and just seeing, seeing how things go. Seeing how things go there. Let's see. Mary Ann. Please tell me if Wayne will marry me. Okay. Lorraine C. Hello. What is going on? Vicky. Hello as well. And Robin, good morning to you. What are Aquarius thoughts towards me? Good morning, G.A. Peach. How are you doing? Sophia, welcome. What's going on? So let's see. Now live on your channel. Okay, cool. All right. Got the background today. The background is a card from the Echoes of Nature, by the way. Echoes of Nature card. Anyway, so yeah, that's challenges ahead. And this, I know you're thinking, that's a beautiful paint, or that's a beautiful picture of a mountain. That's actually a painting. So there is that. There's that. We have that photorealistic painting thing going on there with the mountain. Still wet. Intuitive art. What's going on? Jen Knoll, good morning to you too. Julie wants to know about starting a jewelry business. When would be the best time? Let's try that. Let's try that and see how the business... We can go to the job screen for this. We'll go to the job screen. I love the job screen. I mean, I do. I like the job screen. So what deck do we want to... Oh, you know what I don't have on the job screen, which I know is amazing. I know it's amazing. I don't have on the job screen the tower cam. I don't have it. I need to add it. So let's go ahead and add it. There we go on the job screen. See how that goes. Let's expand it. And there we go. Now we got a tower cam. So what do we want to do for that? We could break on into the Anna K. The Anna K would not be a bad thing right here. I like the Anna K on the job screen. Will I get into dental hygiene school? GAP. Joel, what's going on? And can I get a reading if you have time? Kristen Davidson, welcome back. It's only been 10 hours and we're back already. We're back already. Will Anthony apologize? Vicky wants to know. Nikki, welcome. How are you doing? How is everybody? It is a fine morning here in Tarotland, in Tarotland. All right. Bernice, what's up? Gaurav, how are you doing? All right, so let's check it out on the job screen. We want to start a jewelry business, and we're hoping to see how it goes. So let me update the reading title. Let's see. Starting a jewelry business. CM, what's going on, Crystal? How are you doing? All right, should we start a jewelry business or not? Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Magician says that, you have the skills. We have the skills. The Magician says we plainly have the skills to start going about this. It almost seems that you're sort of going it alone, though. You don't have much support. Could have a mixture here of a lack of support. We could have some other things. And the Magician says we have the skills, we have the knowledge, we have everything that we need to sort of go into this business. But having knowledge, skills, and expertise and whatnot sometimes is not all that you need to go into the business. A lot of times you need a lot more than that. So we sort of need to figure out, at what point Do we have all of the things that we're going to need in order to get fully started on this? So the first thing that we're sort of lacking is support, the Eight of Cups. So it's almost like we've been abandoned for that, or I think that you maybe have tried this before. You're sort of trying to move into this space, and you've run in maybe some difficulties, some other things that haven't quite worked out the way you want it. Lady Star Soul, welcome. Hey, how's it going? Neha, hello, how are you? So we sort of either tried this before and weren't successful, or we dipped our toe into this area and we weren't successful as well. So we've had some issues with this in the past. Could be, maybe we just didn't have the resources. Could be we didn't have the support. A lot of times the Eight of Cups sort of talks about support, emotional support, financial support, other people within our lives. Maybe we tried to go in with someone else and they just sort of bombed and didn't quite make it there. But the Eight of Cups is a lot of times a lack of support. And you sort of see this in the Anna K as well over here, as we're sort of getting kicked out almost of a building, pretty much there. The High Priest says that as well. There was some institutional issues with this. In other words, again, maybe we couldn't get a loan that we needed for this, or maybe we don't have space for it, or maybe there is a bunch of things we need to get started that we can't afford. So maybe the jewelry business needs a lot of equipment. We can't get it. We haven't gotten it. Lizelle and Sarah, welcome. How's it going? So it just means that we need some sort of institutional support or some more support. We have not only other people supporting us, but institutional or maybe finances support, things like that. Again, it looks like that you've dipped your toes into this before. Maybe it hasn't gone so well. Maybe it's gone perfectly. The King of Pentacles means that overall, it doesn't look like this is something that you really want to just dive head first into. Could you do jewelry on the side? Maybe open up an Etsy shop, make some jewelry. I'll make it, handmade as you order it. I mean, that would be okay. That looks pretty good. The King says, don't go full in. Don't go full in. Make sure that you have everything planned out before we do that. But we can still dip our toes into that without having a lot of investment, without having a lot of things that we need other people for, or that we need a loan for, stuff like that. In other words, make it by hand, do handmade jewelry on Etsy or something like that, and just throw yourself out there and see if people want the product. And, it doesn't cost anything to just throw out an Etsy shop. I think it's like 20 cents or something to list an item. So, just throw it out there, hope for the best, and see if people are naturally attracted to it. But as far as like this big organizational thing to where you're going to have a dedicated website, you're going to have all this production and things, that just doesn't look like that it is feasible at the moment. Could it be later? Maybe if we open a couple of small shops, maybe we post it on Etsy, eBay, etc., and it just blows up, then maybe we could just be mass producing that stuff, right? You'll see people that do tarot cards that, like the Grimalkin tarot, which I ordered, which is like a cat and dog tarot. I ordered that, and that's now shipping, and she actually showed her shipment from the printer, and I think that she had like 2,000 made. It was just a massive amount. So you never know. You never know. Yeah, hand making. There you go. Aquarius Owl, it has been a minute. How are you doing, Savage Mama? How are you as well? Sarah says hello. Hello back. I liked and subscribed. Lizelle, thank you so much. Jason may be my future husband. Well, let's see about that. Let us see about that. Jason and the future husband. All right. Will Jason be my future husband? Say who asked that? Lizelle. LT. LT? Let's see. J. Will be my future husband. Luthien, what's going on? How are you doing? All right. Robin, what is up? So will Jay be my future husband or not? I have no idea. Let's ask a Chiro deck. Let's go ahead and ask one of those. See about that. By the way, that's a Gilded Tarot Royale. One of my favorite. Everybody, not everybody. A lot of people are a little bit upset about it. They say the card is kind of thin. I mean, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. The cards are not thick. I'm not saying the cards are massively thick, but I mean, they're not too bad. They're not too bad. I don't know. I don't see. When people say cards are thin, I have some decks that the cards are like tissue paper. So you're telling me cards are thin. It's all relative, you know. If you have a bunch of huge, thick cards, then maybe you get these. Maybe they're thin. I don't know, man. I don't know what people want. Everybody wants everything. Everybody wants like the perfect box, you know. They want a 900-page, 4,000-page book that accompanies their tarot. They want a hardbound box. They want bookmarks. They want the pins, and they want it for $20. You know, at some point, come on. Anyway. All right. How will be my financial life? Gaurav wants to know. How does G feel about me currently? No communication. That's not good, man. That Aldrig, hello, what's going on? Love interest E avoiding me. We'll figure that out. All right. Well, would Jay be my future husband or not? The Eight of Wands says he's not going anywhere. Eight of Wands is reversed. So, I mean, yeah, see, the thinness. So here's mine. Here's mine. Here's my Echoes of Nature, by the way. Echoes of Nature. I got 13 left, and then it's out of print forever. So, you know, if you want it, there's no version 2. There's no reprint. There's no nothing. This will cease to exist after 13 more copies on Etsy. Okay, so here's mine, and this is literally the best card quality that the person made. I got the best. There's no better quality that can be made for any printer of the 5 printers that I made. So here's that. That's pretty good. Now here's this one. I mean, it's not the same, but it's a little thinner, but it's not like dramatically thin. I don't know. Again, I don't know, man. Eight of Wands says they're not going anywhere. They're not just wandering around. They're not trying to be chased out. Eight of Wands says that they pretty much had all the movement that they're going to have. They're sort of in place at the moment, right? Eight of Wands is a very quick, rapid card. It also means that this could be delayed. Eight of Wands, one of the things, once you start reversing this, again, the Eight of Wands is a very rapid, quick movement card. Once you start reversing that, you could be looking at delays. So if you're looking at delays, could be looking at delays as far as the husband thing going, as far as the marriage thing going, sort of moving into that space, could be delay, right? King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You're a good match. You're a very, very good match. This is unusual with it. Gaurav, there is no turn. Let me explain how this works. There is no list. I pick it random. So I'm going to look through and see what questions I like. And if I like your question, I'm going to read for it, because that's what I do. There's no list. You don't have a turn. There's no list. We go completely random. It's like rolling a dice, right? Rolling a dice in Vegas. That's how we work here. So, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, highly unusual. Miss C, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. We'll get to your question in just a second. So the King and Queen of Swords is highly, highly unusual when you have a reading. You saw me shuffle. I don't draw from the top. You know how you have the top is always the same 5 cards on everybody? I don't do that. I draw from random places. So this is highly unusual that we have the King and the Queen. That means that you're an extremely good match in the sword thing. We have similar goals. We have similar communication styles. We have a lot of similarities here, and that's exciting. That is very exciting. Would you like to see cups? That would be a little better maybe, but still, this is an excellent, excellent match. Especially the King and Queen. Could we have the Knight and the Page? Maybe so. Maybe a little bit unbalanced there, but the King and Queen, again, points to a great, great match. I'm just saying here. So the Knight of Cups, though, sort of ending this, could be looking at maybe not the best emotional situation over a long period of time. Could be looking at maybe not that. Is that fixable? Of course. Is that repairable? Of course. Is this something long-term? Of course. But yeah, if you're looking, it will be my future husband. This is looking extremely well. Looking extremely good. Just watch the delay. Be aware you could be running into that. And overall, that's looking great. Would I love to see the Lovers or the Two of Cups at the end? Sure, why not? But I didn't, so there's that. But those two court cards match up quite well. Could go in depth with their personalities and whatnot, but we got a donation waiting, so let's not. All right, Miss C wants to know. Miss C wants to know, does he want to come back or not? Are you being ghosted, Miss C, or what's going on? There is a lot of ghosting. That seems to be happening lately. We get a lot of ghosting messages. I mean, I'm just saying. Wolfie, hello. It's so good to see you, Wolfie. I'm always excited when I see Wolfie. I'm just saying, Anthony, what is going on? And his darling, what a great name. So we need some cards. We need some cards for this reading. Let's go to the tower. To the camera B. It has been a minute since we used the Little Prince. Oh, where? It's over here. Way over here. You can't even see it. It's so far off. We got 50 decks in this tower. I'm just saying, this tower is amazing. The tower's amazing. It won't hold 50 echoes of nature. I think it'll hold about 40 echoes of nature because these are huge. I mean, I'm just saying, these are huge. Why is my mouse in frame? Let's get the mouse out of frame. That would be great. That would be great. Was this video concerning me and Stefan? No, it was not. Crystal, welcome. What is going on? I pick it random. There is no list. Boston is here. Hello, Boston. I'm from Texas. As you can tell from my accent, I am from Texas. So, welcome back from Texas. We'll see what we're doing here. Does he want to come back or not? Give it a good shuffle. Give it a good shuffle. Nothing like a great shuffle to make a great reading. I mean, I'm just saying. I am a professional magician, so I could false shuffle, but it's a real shuffle. It is a real shuffle. I'm just saying. All right, a Little Prince. Speaking of which, check it out. We have a Little Prince. All right. So the Little Prince cards, if we flip one over, we end up with the King of Wands. You see the King of Wands? The King of Wands. And the King of Wands is an important card because if we snap like that, the King of Wands becomes the Queen of Wands. That's kind of weird. I mean, I'm just saying, it's kind of weird. Why did it become the Queen of Wands? It was the King of Wands and now it's the Queen. It doesn't make any sense. But that's how magic works. So, there is that. I'll be here all week. Literally, I will be here all week. Does he want to come back? Four of Pentacles reversed. Now that is interesting. It seems like that he's gone his own way at this point. Little Prince movie. There could be. I know that there's a book, and I did pick the book up, so that is pretty exciting. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, CM said that he transitioned. I mean, he could. He got the surgery. He got the surgery and became the queen. I mean, that's okay. You get the surgery, you switch, you do a little switch, get the hormone replacements, and we have a hormone replacement live. I mean, on camera right here. Hopefully YouTube doesn't censor that hormone replacement. I mean, I'm just saying. So, all right. The Two of Pentacles upside down says they've made the choice. They're done juggling things. They've made the choice. The Two of Pentacles is all about juggling things. It's about choosing what you want to do. It's very sort of, let's find out what we want to do. Let's make that choice. Let's have these choices here. And then we have it reversed. It's sort of like the choices are no longer here. We're not firmly bound within that choice realm. Now we're done. We're done. We've made the choice. The Two of Pentacles, we've made that choice. The Emperor, they've taken charge. They have moved on, and they have decided what they're doing. We have two cards that are sort of decided. We're sort of taking charge with the Emperor. The Four of Pentacles, they've sort of moved on as well, right? Death, another transitioning thing. V, hey, how is it going? So good to see you again. Why isn't Jay calling and what are his intentions? AM, welcome. How are you doing? Thank you everyone for hanging out with me. It's bright and early. I've had my coffee and we're just hanging out here with the little Prince Tarot. Now the king has transitioned into the queen. I mean, if you just saw that live, we can do the money trick. You know, if you really want to see the money trick, we could do that as well. So, but I mean, they've made their choice and they've moved on. And we have this repeated theme across here that they've made the choice and they've moved on. Death, again, we have moved on. We have done something different. The Four of Pentacles, they feel that they need the stability or they need the emotional feedback. They need something a bit different. They're not happy with the choices. And you see that here, bookended with this unhappy choice. And again, death, they've moved on. So does he want to come back? This is saying no. This is saying that they've moved on. It's saying that they've made different choices. They've taken command. They've taken charge. And it seems like that they have a different choices in mind right here. So anyway, yes, magic live. We can do magic with just about any tarot. Just about any tarot. Can I do this without messing up? Can I do this without messing up? I think it's possible. V, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Why is it Jay calling and what are his intentions? All right, let's see if I can do this. Oh, man. This is going to be a rough one. Let's see what it is first. This is going to be a rough one. The 7. Again, this is going to be a rough one. Move it, and it changes into the 10. I mean, it changes into the 10, and that's just how it goes. But I mean, there is that. There is that. So could have something. You know, I'm going to butcher this. Could have the ace, for example. The ace, sort of just changes into the 4. Just butcher. Oh, that's enough of that. I mean, that's enough of that. That's it. You got to stop that. We got to stop that. Tana, thank you for your $3 donation. I greatly appreciate it, Tana. We'll get to yours in just a second. Right now, we're doing V. We're doing useless magic tricks right now. I'm just saying, does he want me back? We already did that. Why isn't Jay calling, and what are his intentions? Let's find out about that. All right. V. Why isn't Jay calling? 2 tricks. I mean, I could break out a third trick. I could. That's not really a trick. That's just a maneuver, but okay. Anyway, speaking of maneuvers, let's maneuver over here and get the Ciro Marchetti. So I did talk to the Ciro support line, and they are making me a custom banner. It's going to say TarotOracle on it, and it's going to be gorgeous. I mean, they sent me pictures, and it looks really good. So what I'm going to do, it's a huge 4-foot banner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it as my background, and I'm going to move it around. And that way I have not 1, not 2, but 6 different backgrounds based upon where it's at. That is going to be so cool. Kanat, hello, how are you doing? Priyanka, welcome. And Anthony, welcome as well. So good to see all of you here this bright and early morning. Hope everybody has had breakfast. Robin, did you have breakfast already? You all set? You got the breakfast, the coffee. I got the Aquafina water today. I think I'm good. Hope you're doing well these weird times. It is weird indeed. The government. We have to trust the government. The government has our best interest in mind. Okay. We have to trust the government. They have our best interest in mind, you know? I mean, I'm just saying. So why isn't Jay calling? Justice, Chariot, Moon. This is a big deal. Indeed. I think that something happened. And you're unaware of what it is. You're sort of unaware of what it is at this point. So could have a bit of a back and forth right now here. So why aren't they calling and what are their intentions? It seems that something else is going on over there. The Chariot says they will be calling again. they will be calling. Seems that you have to sort of be patient with them. Lori, hello, how's it going? We have another reconciliation. Lori wants to know there. Will you do another prediction for coronavirus? Well, the problem with any prediction for the coronavirus is right now we're in the stage where it depends on where you live. It depends on where you live. That if you're in a blue state, you may be locked down a little bit longer than if you're in a red state. If you're in another country, it greatly depends on what they're doing. We're in a weird space right now. I mean, I'm just saying. So Justice says that they will be calling back. They will be calling back. So you have to be sort of patient with them, a bit patient with them and sort of moving into that space, right? The Chariot says, again, they're taking that action. They are moving to do that action. They are getting ready to call. So we do have a space to where they are going to be calling. And we say that because we have the Nine of Cups and the Moon. We have that connection. We have a lot of things sort of going here. And I think that it's going to be looking up pretty soon. So as far as what are their intentions, I think their intentions are pretty good. The Nine of Cups, the Moon, that's a good combination. I mean, that's not a bad combination at all. The Chariot points to that action of coming in, that action of getting the call in. Justice, they just taking some time. They're playing maybe a bit of games. But this is an important thing, and I think this is looking pretty good. So as far as, what are their intentions? Again, we have good intentions here. The Nine of Cups is a very good intention. That's sort of the pinnacle of the entire cup. The cup line, that is the pinnacle of the cup line. Looking at the 9, that's the peak. That's the peak of numerology part. And the sort of the collection of cups as far as that is going as well. So it's looking very good. The Moon, again, very emotional, very cyclic type things. We're talking about what goes around, comes around as far as the Moon goes. It comes in cycles, and those cycles mean that eventually they'll be calling back. Things get back to normal. Things return to normal. So you're looking at a pretty good reading here as far as that's concerned. A lot of cards would indicate maybe they're not calling back. Maybe they have bad intentions. The Devil, maybe a bit of the Seven of Swords, that sly feel. I mean, I just don't see anything like that. I see nothing but good intentions. And I see all major. So I think this is going to work out in your favor. I think it's just a matter of delay, a matter of weird timing, a matter of things going maybe awry, not going perfectly. So you sort of have to be patient with this. It's going to be a little bit of a be patient, hang out type of feel or type of situation there. Anyway, V, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And now we had a super chat, and the super chat was up here. Let's see. Miss C, does he want me to come back? Sorry, not a super chat. I just sent a gift to Cancer Girl. Okay. Let's see. Really like the Tarot Prince. See a little Prince movie. And let's see. Donated. What did Clarence ever love me? Well, that's Tana. That is a bit heavy there. Did C ever love me at all? Or were they just playing a game? Did C ever love me? Ever? I don't know. So yeah, that's the problem with coronavirus now. It really depends on where you live as to what you're going to get. And not only does it depend, we're talking a massive, massive difference based upon where you live. By the way, this is the Tarot in Wonderland. And why is my AC and heat on full power? Why is my AC and heat on full power right now? I have no idea what's going on. Let me take 2 minutes here and get up and look. Give me 2 seconds. No, we're good. I'm not sure what's happening there. It's like 80 degrees outside, and I have my heat set for 78, and it just like popped on. I'm like, what? Why? It's 80 degrees outside. Why are you coming on? Anyway, so let's check it out with the Tarot in Wonderland. Did they ever love me? Or was it all just a game? All right. YOLO, welcome back. What is going on? So let's check this out. I mean, the Two of Wands says that you had a bit of conflict. We had a bit of conflict. It's almost like from the start. It's almost like from the start we had conflict. You didn't delay with that conflict. You dove right up in there. You dove right up into that conflict. You weren't shy. You weren't shy at all. Both of you dived right into that conflict, the Two of Wands. And we're sort of trying to navigate through that. Is it something that always existed? Is it something that needed to be resolved at some point? Maybe, maybe not. But man, you were right up in with that conflict. And the Four of Pentacles, everyone was looking for results. And they need, everybody was like, I need this for me and I need this for that. So we came in with an agenda, and the agenda may not be to your best interest, may not be your best purpose. The agenda may have been something that you weren't too keen to receive, but it seems we did have that agenda with the Four of Pentacles as we sort of came in. And the High Priestess says there was that disconnect. There was almost that disconnect. And again, we started with a bit of the disconnect, and now we're still within the disconnect. So, I mean, it seems that there's a lot of stuff going on. We tried to plant the seeds. We tried to get things resolved. We tried to figure it out, and it just wasn't possible. At some point, it was just too much. It was too heavy to bear. It's almost like a Ten of Wands type thing. Hecate's crossing, welcome, what's going on? So it's almost like it was too much to bear. There was too much weight. We're trying to carry all of this weight across, and we're just not being successful at it. And the drama associated with that, all the weight that is there associated with that, just didn't work out quite as well as we had hoped. So did they ever love you? I think it's more complex than that. Of course they loved you. I do think that they loved you. I do think that we had plans. But again, we have this huge disconnect as far as the goals for getting things done. We have a lot. This person came in with an agenda. They had an agenda. They didn't want to wing it. They had an agenda, and this is what they wanted out of it, and that is what they came in with. There's a separation. There's a big emotional separation as well, and it just didn't work out long term. Those things just sort of cratered the entire thing. So do they love you? I think that they did, but the agenda didn't work out. The selfishness they came in with didn't work out. There was too much weight to bear to keep the relationship going. So sometimes it's difficult to navigate through a big cloud of stuff. And that seems what you encountered. LM wants to know, is Jay wanting to reconcile or not? Sarah, welcome. Hey, how is it going? We have everybody here. Kalani, hello. How are you doing? All right. Yes, Alice in Wonderland. Let's grab some water. Alyssa, welcome back. How are you doing? All right. Hecate's crossing. The background looks amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You recognize that one. That background is from the Echoes of Nature deck. See, this card. I know you're thinking, that looks like a mountain. That's a pretty picture of a mountain. It's actually a painting. It's actually a painting from the Echoes of Nature. On Etsy right now, I got 14 left, and then it's gone forever. Does Jay want to reconcile with me or not? Let's grab some cards. We need some cards for a card reading. Oh no. Oh, you know what? We haven't used this in a minute. It's been a minute since we have used the Deviant Moon Tarot. Why is my camera cable in the way? The Deviant Moon Tarot. It has been a while. It has been a while. Let's see. Suggested to learn Lenormand cards. There you go. There you go. I have a complete video course on Lenormand if you're interested. If you are interested. Thank you so much, Sophia. I greatly appreciate that. All right, we got a good shuffle. That is a good shuffle. A good reading all depends on a good shuffle. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yep, it is a painting. I actually can go get the painting if you want. I'll go get the painting. Give me 2 seconds. We got time. Look, give me 2 seconds. I'll go get it. Let me go find it. It's over here somewhere. I found it. Can we use the actual painting as a background? I found it. Here's the actual painting. And this is, no, it's not big enough to use. This is done in oil. So this is oil painting. So there we go. That's it. So that does look a lot better. It looks better. Anyway, so that is, so there's a sky. There's like the clouds I did. This is with oil anyway. So that's a painting. It is oil. Put it over here. It is 12 by 16. Let's figure out about reconciliation or no reconciliation. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Hierophant. That's sort of interesting. We're back to the 10 of Cups. That's pretty good. Julie, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. How will be my financial life? Messages from the Spirit. The Chariot. Ooh, the Chariot upside down. The 2 of Cups upside down. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no as far as do they want a reconciliation with you. So let's sort of look at why that is. The Hierophant, it seems that structure that holds the Hierophant together is just so hard to get back. It looks like it's just difficult to get that back. That structure that was there, that stability that was there is really sort of challenging within that. The 10 of Cups, what was good was good. We're not saying it was bad. There were good times. Roxy, hello, how's it going? There were good times. There were some great memories. There were some fun things that we went in with and that we sort of dedicated ourselves to. The Chariot, do we want the Chariot, that motion back? Do we want to head back, take that ride, take the Chariot and motion ourselves back into this? I think that we're looking at no. And again, the 2 of Cups, that love, that passion, that connection being reversed again points to no. We have some difficulty getting the reconciliation started. We have some difficulty getting back. We're not saying the entire thing was bad. We're not saying to trash everything. That's not it. The 10 says we have some great memories. The structure is unstable. The foundation is cracked. We have issues with that. The Chariot, we don't see any motion. We don't see any movement back. We're going to have sort of difficulty getting into that. And the 2 of Cups being reversed is sort of the final nail in the coffin here as far as getting a reconciliation started, getting a reconciliation going. It's going to be difficult. The 2 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, and the Chariot were right side up. I think we're looking at a different scenario here, but it just has that feel of it's going to be difficult to get back. It's going to be difficult to get started. It's going to be sort of challenging. So obviously anything can work out if both parties are willing to do it, but we have some challenging nature within that. The structure, the foundation is cracked, and we're going to have to do some foundation repair. Going to have to call in the foundation repair in order to get that done, in order to get that working. So there we go. So ALP. So Martin, what's Martin feeling about me? How's Martin feeling about me today? Not tomorrow, not yesterday. Today, ALP. Martin today. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Let's see. All right. Midnight. There you go. I guess we could do Light Seers. I just gave away Light Seers. We still have the upgraded Light Seers, the one that doesn't have all the defects. But we did have a giveaway for that yesterday. I turned off commenting because we are done with the Light Seers. We're done. We're done with the giveaway. And everybody's gotten all their good stuff. So how's Martin looking? Is Martin looking pretty good this morning? How's Martin looking this morning? Let's see. Let's check it out with the Light Seers. I do love Lenormand. Not a lot of people like watching it, though. You actually have people... Okay, when I was doing Lenormand, you actually had people that said that I don't want a reading. I'm going to wait until you do tarot again. It's like... And the whole time... I mean, multiple people said this. So the whole time I'm thinking, okay, either they're not a fan or I'm bad at it or something like that. The Prisma Tarot. I do not have that one, Anthony. I do not have that one, Anthony. Now I'm kind of curious what that looks like. The Prisma Tarot. What do you look like, Prisma Tarot? Images. I see Prisma Visions. I do not see a Prisma Tarot. Is that the Prisma Visions Tarot? Is that what you're talking about? The Prisma Visions Tarot. Out of print. Well, so much for that. No, doesn't look like I'm going to get it. So, ALP, what are Martin's thoughts for me today? The Nine of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Star. I think it's looking all right. They have some, let's see, that tarot's a Light Seers. There you go. So, the Seven of Pentacles, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, this is sort of interesting. The effort that we have put into the relationship. The effort that we have extended into this, the effort we've done, seems to be not working. It seems to be not working. The Sawyer's Path Tarot. I do not have that one. I did look at it. I like it. I don't have it. The Seven of Pentacles. The effort we've put doesn't seem to be working. It seems that we need more effort. The Seven of Pentacles. We planted the seeds. We have put in the effort. It is sort of this unjust effort or effort that isn't quite working the way we need to do. That could be a lot of different things, right? It could be a matter of we put in the effort, but maybe we did it wrong. Or maybe we didn't put in enough effort to this to make this to where we want to be with it. And I say we're not where we wanted to be, the Nine of Wands. We have a separation between us and where we want to be at this point. The Eight of Pentacles, let's put more work into it. Let's focus more on what's important. Maybe we wasted some time here. Maybe we're on the mouse and the wheel. Maybe we're on that wheel where we're just not making the progress that we need. The Seven of Pentacles points to we haven't done the proper effort. The Eight of Pentacles, now we're on the right path. Now we're there. Now we're getting there. Now we're making some progress. So Martin feels like we're making some progress. We need some more work. We need some more diligence to get this where we want to go. Do we want to get to the ultimate place? Do we want to get there? Yeah, the Star says we're guided. We know where we want to go now. There could be a lot of factors here. One could be you had some miscommunication and you're not really sure how to fix it. And now we know how to fix it. But there seems to be this theme of the effort that we put in wasn't successful. We still have some blockages. We still have some disconnects. Now we know where to go. The Star guides us. The Star is that North Star guiding us where to go, telling us where we need to be. And that's going to be important because now we know where to follow. Now we know where to go. And the Eight of Pentacles, I'm willing to put that work into that. So this is looking pretty good. The Seven of Pentacles, the wasted time card. Is that bad? Maybe. But we know where to go. We're willing to work on it. We're willing to head that way. So it's like, when you're in your car and you get bad directions, or the GPS doesn't give you how GPS will just give you some really stupid directions sometimes. It seems that's where we sort of got in with that relationship. And now you have to sort of back up and go, okay, the GPS was way off, it's routed weird, but now I know where to go. So that's going to be a good thing. That means Martin is willing to work on it, and we have some good news coming. Does Jay want me as a friend, lover, or leaving? Well, okay. That is interesting. So let's find out about that. Friend, lover, or leaving. We'll have a tarot throwdown. We're going to have a Thoth throwdown right here. right here. We have a Thoth throwdown. So, Archie just donated. I don't see it yet, Archie. Archie, it is not received yet. Let me know what your question is, Archie. I'm sure it'll be here in a minute. Let me know your question, my friend. So, we'll have a throwdown. We're going to do friend, lover, or leaving. Friend, lover, or leave. And this is a thoroughly shuffled deck. I mean, you have to admit, I don't care who you are, you have to admit this is thoroughly shuffled. Can I do false shuffles? Yes, but I didn't. So, I'm just saying. All right, I'm just saying. Throwdown, friend, up here. We got 2. Lover, up here. Completely bail right here. All right, let's review. Friend, lover, bail. Good luck. Good luck, my friends. Friend, that's looking strong. Lover, that's looking terrible. Bail, that's looking interesting. Looks like you don't want to. You don't want to bail. Come on. You don't. Why is the moon? You don't want to bail. You don't want to bail. That's not something you want to do. You're getting mixed messages. We know that. We know that you're getting those mixed messages. We know that things are really freaking weird right now. Things are really freaking weird right now. You don't know what to do. It reminds me actually of the money trick. If you haven't seen the money trick, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is weird because we got $5. We got $5. We don't want just $5. We want a lot of money. We want a lot of money. And to get a lot of money, all you do is just go snap like that. And you have $100. See, instead of what you got 20, 40, 60, 80, $100. That's just weird. That's weird. And it's just like this relationship. It's just like this relationship is happening here. Something weird's going on. You're not really sure how to interpret stuff. Lover looks really bad. I'm not gonna say anything here. The lover looks really bad. So if we want to go with this, the sun reversed says you're in for some weird times. If you want weird, try the lover out. Sure, why not? Why not? You can try it out. We're gonna get into something weird. You can try it out though. It's gonna be very disconnected. It's going to be something just unusual. So if you're ready for the unusual pathway, the lover looks like where you want to go. Friend looks excellent. This looks really, really good. This looks really, really good. It's almost like it's where you're leaning at this point. It's where you're leaning at this point. Luthion's all excited about the 3rd trick. Could have a 4th. We could have a 4th. I'm just saying. It seems where you're leaning because the Emperor says, this is my command. This is where I want to be. This is something that's going to be good. Will you be completely comfortable with it? Now we'll notice the home card is not right side up. You'll notice it's upside down. Is this going to be good for you long term? That's going to be different. But it will get you out of this weird spot where you have no idea what you're doing. We have no idea what you're doing. So if you want to level set, if you want to, the Rubik's Cube, that could be coming up. I'm just saying, Simple Soul, welcome. How's it going? This is going to be something where you're not going to feel at home. You're not going to feel entirely comfortable here because, again, the whole situation is just weirding you out. This is where you're leaning. I would say go ahead with this. This looks good. This does not look good. Any sun upside down in any section of my throwdowns means that you're sort of looking at some differences here. Do you want to bail entirely? You've seriously thought about it. That is a very action-oriented card, very fiery card, very movement-oriented card. Is it as movement as the Knight of Swords? Maybe not. Maybe not. Is it something where you've really, really considered it? Yes. Will you be emotionally content with just bailing? No, I think you'll, I don't know. I think that you'll regret it. We have some regrets here. I don't have many regrets here. I have some regrets here. I have an absolute terrible time over here. So, friend, looking pretty good. It seems where you're leaning. I would recommend this. Lover is absolutely trash. Bailing, I think that you'll regret it. You'll end up back here after you do this. I think that you're sort of leaning here anyway. I think if you went here, you'd end up back here. If you went here, you'd end up back here. I mean, there's too much weirdness going on. The main thing is to get through the weirdness. Find out why it's weird. Find out why it's awkward and see if you can fix that. See if we can slap a Band-Aid on that weirdness. If you can slap a Band-Aid on that weirdness, I think it'll be pretty good with you. But the friend, you can't go wrong because the friend has a backup plan of lover. The friend has a backup plan of, oops, I'm ghosted you. Even though you're my buddy, I ghosted you because you're weird. So the friend has no downsides whatsoever. I mean, come on, let's get serious here. The friend really doesn't have a downside. So where am I leaning? Where am I leaning? You know where I'm leaning, the friend. So there you go. All right. RC wants to know if R messaged me and reconciled. This is the reconciliation channel. I'm just going to rename it. I mean, I'm just saying, this is the reconciliation channel today. And for the past week, apparently. It's the ghosting and reconciliation channel. If you have somebody ghosting you, or if you want to know about a reconciliation, this seems to be where you go. So how will the Cancer girl feel after my present arrives to her apartment? Well, hopefully it's a good present. You picked well, didn't you? Anthony, you picked this well, didn't you? Anthony, you did right, didn't you? It's not a creepy present, right? Like you didn't meet her yesterday and now you're sending her like 5 dozen roses or something weird, right? You didn't do the creepy present, right? Right, Anthony? Anthony, you have to communicate with me. I mean, I'm just saying we need communication here. You sent a present. Tell me it wasn't a creepy present. Tell me it was a normal present. And I'll be good. Malcolm, hello. What's going on? So let's find out. All right. We need to move out here. We need to move out. And we need to get like, oh, look at that view right there. That is the 10,000 foot view right there. Anthony, I sent a mask. I don't know. Is a mask a creepy present? I mean, I'm not good with women, so I'll give you that right now. So we got all women in the channel probably. So let me know. If that's going to not be a creepy present. I assume that's going to be a good present. I would like that present, a mask. Unless it's the Joker mask from Dark Knight. Yeah. The Joker mask from Dark Knight, that would be unusual. I mean, I'm gonna say now, so that would qualify as the creepy present. But so we sent we sent a mask. Denise, welcome. You're just in time. We sent a mask and a hand gel. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna. Let's see how they're gonna react to it. We'll get this. We'll find out about the mask and the hand gel, and you sent it anonymously. All right, a mask during the pandemic is helpful. It is, unless it's the mask from Dark Knight to where the Joker wears at the hospital. You remember that one where it has like the bloody smile? If it's a bloody smile mask, I'm going to say that's a bad choice. We're going with a bad choice on that. So Barbie doll, what a great name. Welcome back. Sure. Throw out a question. But a mask during a pandemic is good. It is. Mike Hawk, I always remember you. What is going on, Mike? Whoa. I just flung a tarot card across the room. You may be telling her that is okay. So let's look at it. So it's anonymous. You know, we're not going to fall in love with you just from a mask and a hand gel. I mean, I'm just saying. But no, Archie, I have not. So Archie, let me know your question. If I get it later, Archie, I'll make you a dedicated video. A dedicated video just for you, Archie. You'll be on the channel. Let me know your question. And if you already have, let me know that too. Archie. Okay, Archie did ask. Archie wants to know, will R message me and reconcile? Or should I message him? Or is it over? Okay. We'll find out. Archie, if I get it, we'll get you a reading. We'll get you set up. Sometimes it takes a while. But if we end the stream, I'll get you a dedicated video, my friend. High Priestess, the Heartbreak card. And they're all upside down. The Six of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Oh, you sent a present. Will they like it or not? I think that they do like the present. I do think that they like the present. We have that Six of Cups feel. We have that gifting feel. We have the gifting feel. I think that they assume you're somebody different. Since you did not include your name, since you sent it anonymously, I think they have somebody else in mind when they get the present. They have somebody else in mind. So there is that. Did they like it? Yeah. It seems that they think it came from an ex. Are you their ex? Are you their ex? It seems they think they came from an ex. The Three of Swords, right? That breakup feel, it maybe came from an ex. They think you're a different person, but they did like it. They did like it. They appreciate the bloody Joker mask, you know, the mask in Dark Knight. They appreciate that mask, and the hand gel as well. They do appreciate it. So yeah, they appreciate it, and everything is, you know, everything is good. Everything is pretty cool. So again, they think it came from somebody different, but they do appreciate it. So you know, thank you. They say thank you for that mask. We love you. We love you. We love you. She ghosted you. Okay, well, that's not good. She ghosted you. She appreciates that mask. Let her know you sent the mask. You know, that's always good. Miss C, we'll be together in the future. Thank you for your donation, Miss C. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You know, it's going to be 2 weeks before I get my new cloths, but that's okay. But that's okay. I'm all excited. Will we be together again? Ola, I see your question. Please don't spam that much. Please don't spam that much. All right. Missy, will we be together again in the future? We need, let's see. What do we need for that? We could use the Golden Tarot. I'm not averse to the Golden Tarot. I'm just saying. She said not to send me any more gifts, but you sent one anyway. And you're afraid to let her know it was from you because she may put a restraining order on you. Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is the last question. I need to do something else. I need to do other stuff. There's that food thing. My account has been debited twice, but I don't know. Okay, well, I mean, Archie. Let's get your question right after this. Archie, we got you covered, my friend. We got you covered, my friend. I have no idea what's going on. Donate through Super Chat. If you have an ad blocker, sometimes it will, it's weird, but we'll get you covered. All right. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Will we be together again? Will we be together again? The Temperance says possibly. Possibly. There's some ifs. Here. One of which is that we need to sort of reverse course on some of the things that the Halloween mask from Jason. There you go. Or the Scream mask, you know. There you go. Temperance says that the mixture here needs to be tweaked. The mixture needs to be tweaked. In other words, if you want to be back together, we need to get some things resolved, get some things fixed, and move forward with some things that we didn't move forward with before. I think we know the mistakes that were made. And we're able to reconcile those. We're able to fix those. Is it going to be too late, though? The Nine of Wands says maybe. We have some barriers in order to get that through. We have some barriers to get that back to where we need to be. The Five of Swords, we left with a little sour taste in your mouth. And that's sort of and that's sort of there, right? We have the difficulty with the Lord of Defeat being right in the middle here. So if you're looking for reconciliation, it's sort of challenging a little bit. I think it is possible. I think that you will be together again. It's all about refining the mixture. It's all about getting things back to where you need them to be. And again, that's going to be challenging. It's almost like the breakup was pretty harsh. the end of it was pretty harsh. And we're going to have to do some apologizing. We're going to have to do some explanations. We need to fix stuff. We need to fix stuff before we sort of jump back in. If we jump back in raw and we don't fix anything, then it's going to be really challenging. It's going to be sort of hard to do. The Two of Swords says, though, that we will be back together again. We have that possibility. We have a strong possibility. The Two of Swords is about rethinking stuff or reevaluating stuff, and it's looking good. I'm saying thumbs up. Yes, you will be together again. We need to reconcile first. I mean, a formal reconciliation. I'm sorry that I said this. I'm sorry that I said that. I didn't mean that. Let's look at the challenges that we faced before, and let's fix those, and then try that out. Anyway, Archie, let's get your question out here, my friend. Get your question. Archie's trying so hard. Thank you, Archie, for being so patient with all this stuff. Sometimes YouTube is just is quite annoying. It is. Let's face it. YouTube is annoying sometimes. I mean, I'm just saying. Will R message me and reconcile, or should I message him, or is it over? Sounds like that we need a tarot throwdown. We need another throwdown. You're good, Archie. You're good. You're good, Archie. You're good. Let's go. We're doing a tarot throwdown for you, Archie. That's making me dizzy. We need this out here and then point it in. There. See, that's the angle that I want. That is the money shot. That is the money shot right there. We're going to do a tarot throwdown for Archie. And I'm thinking the best one to do would be this one, which is, by the way, is the Bonefire Tarot. There you go. The Bonefire Tarot. We're going to get a tarot throwdown for Archie. We're going to try it here. Does Archie need to message them? Or are they going to message Archie? Or is it time to give up and run away? Is it time to give up and run away? Is it time to apply the hand sanitizer to the relationship? Sometimes the relationship needs a bit of hand sanitizer all over it, you know? So, all right. So over here on the throwdown, we have, you take the action. Over here, they take the action. And over here, let's apply hand sanitizer to the relationship. Let's find out. So you take the action. They take the action. Or let's apply hand sanitizer to the whole relationship. Are you ready? You take the action. What are we looking at? The Seven of Wands says that's going to be a bit difficult. The King of Cups is a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird one. You don't want to do this. You've been avoiding this. I know you've thought about this. You've thought a lot about this. You don't want to do that. The King of Cups, I have organized it. I have emotional security with it, and I make a firm, decisive decision. But it's upside down. I don't want to make that decision. I don't want to be in the driver's seat here. We don't want to make these decisions. We don't want to be in charge. We don't want to lead emotionally with this. And we think it's not going to work out for the best. I think there's a reason that's there. I think there's a reason, RC. I'm just saying, I think there's a reason you don't want to do it. And it's probably a pretty good one. All right, them. Are they going to do it? Are we going to hand sanitize the whole thing? The High Priestess says that in the Nine of Cups, I mean, we're looking at, they probably won't. So do we wait? You could be waiting a while. We could be waiting a while. Because the High Priestess, they don't feel that you're ready, or they don't feel that we're in a proper space for this. They don't see it's the right time. They have some issues with it. Is that justified? Is it real? I'm not saying it is. A lot of times we just don't want to do something because a lot of times we just don't want to do something because of a good reason. And I think they have a good reason, right? I think it has a good reason. So again, we have some difficulties there. The Nine of Cups upside down. That's the collector. That is the pentacle of love, the pentacle of emotion. It's very, very good, but it's upside down. We're not collecting that. I don't think that that's a good solution. Now, we're stuck with, do we want to apply a hand sanitizer and a mask to the entire relationship? Let's find out. Let's find out. Wow, that's looking good. That's looking, RC, I'm sorry. That's looking very good. Getting that bottle of hand sanitizer and just slathering it over the entire relationship is looking pretty good right now. The Ten of Cups upside down. Now, what's the difference between the 9 and the 10? Numerologically, the 9 is the pentacle of the counts. The 9 is the pentacle. This is the highest state. This is the highest state. We have it here. It's upside down. It's having issues getting to that highest state. The 10 is a renewal, almost like a starting over. It's a new opportunity, and that's why it's so beautiful. But again, it's reversed as well. It is reversed. It's difficult. It's reversed as well. So restarting may not be the best option. We may have some issues restarting. We may have some issues with the reboot. You know how you press the reboot button on your computer? That may not work out. But if you press the shutdown button, it may be a little better. And this is looking like the shutdown button on the computer right now. The Four of Coins, the selfishness, the trying to hold on, trying to hang on. The Four of Coins is the dude hanging on to all of the coins. That's good. We're taking inventory. We're figuring out what we have. We're trying to get more. We'd love some more. But the Four of Coins are reversed. We don't want any more. We don't want to collect this. We don't want to move with this. We don't want to do that dance. We're looking at some challenges. So out of the options, by the way, entertainment purposes only. Never make a relationship decision based upon a random fat man on YouTube reading cards. You don't do it, especially one that turns one into $20 bills. Would you? Well, I mean, come on. You need to use your better judgment, but my end or my throwdown says that applying hand sanitizer to the whole thing is looking like a very good option. It's looking very good at this point. But again, make your own determination, make your own decisions. This is just a random tarot reading. Speaking of random tarot readings, I'm back in 11 hours. And I'm back in 23 hours. So if you liked all of these readings, I'm not sure why you would, but if you liked this stuff, come back. Come back tomorrow, same time. Come back tonight. In about 11 hours, I'll be back. And thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.